30-minute episode. Let's go.
Yep.
Oh, he going to the. They say he going to the Pistons. Damn.
Who? Tim Hardaway?
No.
Who?
Cooper Flag. They talking about like projections for next year's draft. Cooper Flag. Did you know that they signed LeBron to a 3-year deal with the possibility that Bryce is gonna get drafted in 2026? His youngest son is gonna be eligible in 2 years.
No, he going to the Warriors and Clippers.
Okay. You think so? Which I mean could be possible because I mean his son, the youngest one is way better than.
Hella better.
So he's better than Bronny's son.
Hella better. I watch his highlight tapes, bro. He hella better.
Taller.
I can't wait.
More athletic. Play defense. I'm like, yo, this nigga just better all around.
I can't wait for him to get in the league and for Kion to get in the league.
Yeah.
Carmelo's son?
I can't wait for him.
Boy.
So Bryce, Carmelo's son, the Boozer twins.
I ain't seen them.
Them niggas good.
I ain't
They're
seen
good.
them.
But there's a height difference between them two.
Like one's a forward and the other's like a guard.
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, there's
I'm gonna look them up after the show.
Damn, that's a good fucking concert.
And Gilbert Arenas' son.
Gilbert Arenas' son. Damn, there's one more. Matt Barnes' son.
Nah, they not old enough yet.
They're not there yet?
The twins hella young. They like 14, 15. They're not there yet.
I saw some of their highlights. I was like, damn, they gonna be good.
Me too. I was like, damn, I remember them little niggas. They hella old now. They used to live out here.
As a coach.
That's their stepdaddy, so.
Yeah, I'm saying, but you know, he has a lot of basketball knowledge.
Right.
Good basketball.
You know, people was like, oh my God, after you got your ass whooped, now you the coach. Like, bro, like.
Best Lakers point guard.
Huh?
Best Lakers point guard.
Of the 2000s?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the most best, like since
of the recent two eras.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not
now
like of all time.
Yeah, I say he is not Magic and he is not Jerry West.
Not of all time, but I'm saying. Like,
okay, yeah. He ain't even Nick Van Exel in his prime. Early Nick Van Exel.
Great. But Nick Van Exel, what was his year?
He died out, huh?
90 what?
93 to what? Kobe's second year.
So really, Derek got there what? 2000.
Nah, Derek got there same year as Kobe, 96. Derek was actually drafted by the Lakers. Kobe was drafted by Charlotte.
So 96 all the way through?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
No, not all the way through. He had 2 years with the Warriors and 2 years with Utah, and then he went back.
What was the second stint?
So he was with Utah 07, 08 was his last year. So 09, 2010, when they won the second chip. To his retirement. So from 09 to whenever he retired.
So he retired. He didn't retire with Lakers.
Huh?
I don't remember him retiring with Lakers. He retired with the Thunder.
He did.
All right, I'm ready. Let's rock and roll.
Let's go.
I told her 8:45.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo.
That was absolutely horrible. Can we do that back?
It actually was cool. You just didn't
Let's
start.
run it back. That was absolutely garbage.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo. Pew.
You couldn't hear that on the mic, but I was shooting off the cannons just now. I was shooting off the cannons. Just thought Nick Cannon had walked in the building because we wilding out.
All right, Ice-T. Yo, we back once again for another week of Wrestlemaniacs 2. It's your boy Izzy Too Real, along with my boy
Playboy Troy.
And you know how we do. What the hell we talking about this week?
First of all, you said Ice-T. Something that makes me laugh is watching Law and Order SVU episodes just to hear one-liners from Ice-T. Just to hear it. Because I'm like, yo, this dude going to say, I know he going to drop something. And he was like, man, Oh man, he said something. He got like if y'all want to just laugh, just go check out like TikToks or YouTube, whatever, of just one-liners from Ice-T on SVU. He says some funny,
And it just be random and shit.
just random, and I'm like, okay, this is his only job on this show because he ain't bringing nothing else to the show.
He used to, but they didn't dumb this character down. They only show him like 5-10 minutes an episode now.
Well, that's good enough.
And he used to be
Always, he used to be all over
over that shit.
But usually, if it's an episode with black people, he's gonna be on it. Cause that's his only.
It's once a season.
Yeah, no, it's like
It's once a season.
Yeah.
The last 3 years, he has not been on that show. I watch it.
There's
so
usually
he's
like
not
an
on it.
episode where it's just full of just black people. I'm just
Yeah,
saying.
it's usually one a season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just that's his,
season
that's-
11, reparations.
That's his thing.
prime example.
Actually, you know my favorite episode of Law and Order SVU is when they did like their own version of the Rihanna Chris Brown episode. That is literally one of my favorite
Who was
episodes.
the girl?
I can't remember her name. I don't know.
I want to say it was the girl from Empire. I could be off though, but I remember that episode.
It was a good episode to me, and I was like, bro, this is crazy. Man,
I didn't watch them all. I can't even tell you.
Yeah, I'm still watching them.
A favorite.
that's.
Are you still catching up?
Oh, I always watch it.
Oh yeah.
My girl calls it the sad show. So anytime we want to figure out what we want to watch, she goes. She just calls it the sad show.
The depressing show.
Yeah, and I'm like, Law and Order. She's like, yes, it's just depressing all the time. I'm like, bro,
It's not. It's exciting.
It's a good show.
It's
I guess,
exciting.
to me, when she say sad show, I think she's talking about like when this show's about the kids. Then I'm like, okay, yeah, it's kind of sad. But she's like, no, it's every episode just sad. It always has to do with grape or kids or just
well, it's SVU.
Trafficking.
It's sex crime. So
yeah, so that's what I'm like. It's SVU.
It's literally a show about sex crime.
Yeah.
So,
but she loves to watch Criminal Minds. I'm like, yo, Criminal Minds is about a bunch of psychos. Like literally,
it's the same show.
Yes, but one has to deal with like
The one CBS and the other is NBC.
Well, I guess, yeah.
That's it.
I guess if that's how you want to take it, but
Just like 911, just ABC
yeah.
or now CBS. So you know what I mean? It's just all the same shows. It's just the same as like Chicago Fire, Chicago PD.
Which show you just said?
911.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Angela Bassett show.
You know, you said 911, and the first thing that came to my mind was
Wrestling?
3-minute warning.
Oh, damn. That was what Kenny. I thought you were talking about like 911 from like ECW or
No,
something.
I thought about 3 minutes.
Oh.
Cause I said something about somebody in my job one day. I think it was like earlier this week, and somebody said something to me. I was like, "You got 3 minutes," and then they didn't get the reference because they don't watch wrestling, of course. But in my mind, I was like, "Man, when you tell somebody you got 3 minutes, here come Rosie and Jamal. They coming to destroy you."
See, I don't even remember now because it's been so long. That's how I know I'm getting old.
And they had a great theme song.
I don't remember if when he said you have 3 minutes, do they come out, or do you literally have 3 minutes and like at 2:50 something they come out? I don't remember.
No, so
Or they had they got 3 minutes and they're gonna destroy you in this 3 minutes.
like they would like somebody say like here like I want to remember. I want to say one of the segments like he had like lesbians out there, and they was kissing or whatever.
Yeah.
And like he comes out, he's like, "Oh no, it seems."
You went overtime.
Yeah, he's like, "You only have 3 minutes," and then they just come out and fucking destroy them within 3 minutes.
So yeah, they come out and destroy. See, I couldn't remember if it was that or
but
you got.
it wasn't like he counted them down. It was
Right.
like they beat down was only gonna be 3 minutes. And I was like, "Yo," it was just because they were so massive.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Bro, that is scary to see that much weight come flying through the sky." And
then they looked at me. Well, I love Rosie, but Rosie didn't look as mean.
they didn't look
but
mean.
No, Eddie did.
Umaga, yeah.
Fuck you.
He looked evil.
Yeah,
He looked like the evil one.
He looked
Then
like
had
he might give you a solid one just one time because he don't like you
Yeah.
as a jobber or so. You know what I mean?
He
Like,
had the braids.
right.
I remember that.
The
'cause
singles.
He had the singles, and I'm like, "Yo, this dude looks scary as shit."
Yeah.
And he be yelling the whole time.
Yeah,
Whole time
you
he's
don't know
yelling.
in Samoan. You don't know what the fuck he's saying.
And I think that came to my mind. That connects it to Jacob Fatu. When last week crashed through Cody Rhodes, and Cody was like, "Oh, he broke 2 of my ribs, or whatever." separated my ribs, whatever. But
Hey, that splash looks so good. He probably did.
yeah, man, because he hit and it bounced.
Yeah, and then the table broke.
And I was like, God, I was like, ooh. So like, I'm just now with Jacob Fatu in WWE now, the possibilities is crazy. He's now Solo's enforcer. And I'm like, yo, I'm so happy they kept his name.
God damn it, me too. Caesar Sikoa?
If Vince was around.
No.
It just wouldn't have sound.
That probably was the name because he probably was going to get signed a couple years ago, and that probably was the name Vince was going for anyway.
Oh.
And then Triple H was like, no.
You got to keep his name because that's how everyone knows him.
Yes, and it just works. He's a Fatu.
And, a lot of people's like, they want to change the name because possibly of like his crime, like his criminal record or whatever coming up.
You can't fake that shit.
To me, that makes him scarier. To me. Because I'm like, oh, he's been to jail. He cannot come out of the country.
Yeah, but you can't hide it.
Yeah.
You can Wikipedia what his real name is, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, if you're talking about border situations, you can't hide that because you can't just have a fake passport or a fake ID to go through customs. So
it's going to be there.
Yeah, it's going to be there. So I think that's probably what it was, too. They was like, fuck it, we can't hide it. So
yeah, the Usos can't travel certain places.
No, Jimmy can't travel certain places.
Jimmy can't travel. I was like, I can't. I didn't want to put it on Jay. So
it ain't on Jay.
Okay.
That's why Jay's main event, Jay, because Jimmy fucked up.
Yeah.
Too many times.
So it's like, I mean, Jacobs now, they had a fear that he was going to outshine Solo, which I think is going to happen. It is bound to happen. If it ain't already
happening now.
Yeah, I'm about to say, if it ain't already happened, it's happening. But the question now is, where do we go, right?
Right.
Tonight, well, the day of us recording,
can I change that question a little bit?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Okay, no, we could do where do we go from here. But first, where do you want it to go from here?
Well, that's what. Let me say this. Okay. Because now I'm saying, based off of what happened tonight, with them taking out Paul Heyman.
Right.
That was
so for you guys that don't know, SmackDown is probably taking place about an hour ago before recording Eastern Standard Time. And during one of the last segments of the show, there was an attack on Paul Heyman by the members of the Bloodline. I was about to say the wrong names, but Solo, the Tongas.
Yeah, Jacob hit a splash on Paul.
And Jacob. I didn't see him on the part that.
Yeah, Jacob hit a big splash on. He hit not a splash on. He did a diving headbutt on Paul, and then they put him through the table. A Shield-esque powerbomb
through the table. 3-man.
Yeah, 3-man with a little assistance from Paul, because
because Paul's a big guy.
Yeah, they put him through the table.
Paul took a bump.
Folded him over and everything.
Paul took a bump.
Raised the ones. He did. He doesn't take bumps
often.
I think last bump he took was from Brock through the table.
Oh, did he get thrown through the table?
Yeah, SummerSlam.
Okay, yeah.
When he lifted up the ring, that's the last time Paul took a bump.
Damn, that was a great SummerSlam match.
Great SummerSlam match. That's the best last man standing match to me.
Yeah, because, all odds were taken. God damn. Every avenue. The ring was fucking lifted. Damn tow truck or whatever, a forklift was driven to the ring.
The visual of Roman being tall start the ring. I'm like, yo, that's crazy.
Oh, when he rolled out?
He rolled out.
Oh, not on purpose.
Yeah, like he had no other choice but to roll out. So, bro, that was crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Crazy last man standing. But where do I want this story to go?
Yeah.
I want the story to go. Solo and them beat Cody at Money in the Bank. Solo gets a world title match at SummerSlam. Solo loses. Roman returns.
At the end of SummerSlam.
At the end of SummerSlam. With Paul. No, you know what?
No Paul. He's coming for Paul.
Paul.
Vengeance.
He's coming for Paul's vengeance. Actually, no. Paul comes out, but he's in a neck brace.
Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Oh, no. He doesn't even say ladies and gentlemen. Roman music just hits.
Oh, and Paul just walks up like
Paul walks out like this. Yeah, Paul just walks out like this.
with a like a mean look on his face, and Roman just comes out. That would be crazy. Roman comes into the ring, gives Cody a nod of respect. Cody goes about his day. They're like looking at him like Roman and Solo have a face to face. Rock music hits. The Rock comes out. What the fuck?
Damn, this nigga added an extra to it.
Rock lays out Roman. And then from there, now we know why Solo has been going the way he's been going. Either A, we could keep that whole story and just take out the Rock part, and then we let it go into Survivor Series.
I was with you all the way, right? Until you said The Rock. But I had one wrinkle.
That might have been too much.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I got one wrinkle, though.
What?
Well, not even a wrinkle. I got one thing to add myself.
What?
Instead of Roman even getting in the ring, he nods to Cody because Cody wins the match.
Mm-hmm.
So Cody walks off. But, it's going to still have, like, camera shots because somewhere in the future that match might happen again.
Mm-hmm.
But then he looks at Solo, but then he gives a nod. And the nod is for Jacob Fatu. To take out Solo or to attack Solo. And then that's when the Tongans look like, we knew it. And then that's when Roman come out, and then the crowd, the numbers, you know what I mean, it's kind of out. And then who music hit? Jay music hits, and then Jay comes out because it starts to set up for the eventual, I think, War Games match.
Do you have Jimmy come out? Do you have Jimmy return? Because remember, Jimmy got taken out by Solo and the Tongans.
The only way is if Hikuleu at some point in time shows up, because the numbers would be off.
Hold up, give me 1 second.
He's already signed officially.
Is
It's just he's already officially
Is he
signed.
real?
Yeah,
Oh man, that's
he's been signed for like a week now.
okay. Hold up. It's just my brain would just literally when you said that, my brain was like, "What? That's crazy." Okay, there it is. Because I have it like already saved, but because it's one of our main topics that we like to talk about, especially when we talk about the future.
Mm-hmm.
Survivor Series. That's what's in between SummerSlam and Survivor Series.
A lot.
Bash in Berlin and Crown Jewel. Bash in Berlin is on the 31st, and Crown Jewel is in November. So September.
Nothing in September and October.
That's September is the Bash in Berlin pay-per-view,
okay.
basically, because it's August 31st.
So it's nothing in September, nothing in October.
Technically, no. October might be Bad Blood. We talked about that. It's
I was like, wow, they got nothing for 2 months.
That's why I said Bash in Berlin is like the September pay-per-view because it's literally right there on the very end of August and September.
Because if you think about it too, like what makes me really even go with that idea, Jacob gave Heyman was just a headbutt.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of them picked him up and power bombed him through the table.
No, Jacob picked him up and power bombed him. Jacob was the main one who picked him up and power bombed.
Oh, Jacob was. I thought that was Solo.
No.
Damn, that fucks up the wrinkle. I was gonna say because if he was the one that just gave him the headbutt, it was like, nope, I was told to protect him. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that would have been fuck. I thought it was Solo.
No.
That's what made me like. Oh, that too. It makes more sense why my way should go. Well, yeah, I want Jacob Fatu with Roman.
I want
if he was.
I want him with Roman too, but
it's just how to get there now. Because I thought, fuck. Damn, I thought that set that up perfectly too.
You know what? Yeah, Jacob, I'm okay with you. I like the way you went with it.
I like Jacob being with Roman.
I like the way you went with it, but because the whole entire time in all these, pay attention to the Tongans during every segment with the Bloodline. They're very
cautious around Jacob.
Very cautious around him, and they always got like kind of like a look,
especially Tongaloa. And every time he'd be like, and then he look at Tama like, it's cool. You know what I mean? Like, and Tama be like, it's good, man. It's good.
Yeah.
Just do it now. We'll figure it out later.
Yeah, he's real questionable about it. So, yeah. You know what? Yeah, I'm okay with that.
And then what I see.
That's how we get Hikuleo to come pop up. We get Hikuleo to pop up in the next match after SummerSlam.
To even the odds. And then we get Jimmy come back.
Yeah.
I think Jimmy gonna be the last to come back.
I think so.
Or no, Jimmy come back, but the pop for Jay to come out to help Roman would be amazing. But maybe you just save that for last. You bring
Solo?
Jimmy back.
Okay, Solo is in the match with Cody.
Yep.
The Tongans come out. You know, Bloodline shenanigans.
Yep. Bloodline rules.
To the Tongans they come out. Jacob doesn't come out yet. Jacob doesn't come out.
Okay.
The Usos music hit. Not just Jay and Jimmy. Not just Jay.
Hey, the splash for that main event Jay song is just different, bro. Whether he can go in the ring or not, the splash for that Uso.
But
Even though it's the same.
That's what I'm saying.
It's kind of the same.
So it's not it's not going to change anything because it's the same beat. So now it's like.
Now the beat different, but it's the same cadence. Everything.
It's just me. Oops. Jay one. It's the same beat.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same cadence. The beat's different.
Is it?
Yeah. The beat from the regular Uso song. No, it's different. It's different.
To me, it's kind of like when
a remix.
It's like when Roman went from when he left the Shield. It literally was the Shield's theme song. He just took out.
That's the Shield song's the same.
Literally, that's what it felt like for Jay. All they did was take out the
Alpha, Omega, that shit at the beginning.
That all they did was cut that part.
Yeah, that's it.
In the same song. That's how I feel about Jay. Jay's theme song is literally the Usos theme song, but instead of them going, it's day one, it's all on us, it's all on me now. That's all he's saying. It's on me.
I think so what I think it is, I think it's remixed.
Instead of Usos, it's Uso. That's it. I have to listen to the
we gotta listen to it again.
But I feel like when they cue their tag team music, the crowd is still gonna go crazy.
Yeah, they still are, but just that I don't know that Jay. But they might still think it's Jay by himself.
Because really,
they might think it's Jay by himself.
They might just say because you really won't know until you see them running out,
right?
Or they just might not even cue the theme music and they just come out through the crowd. I gotta cue that music.
Yeah,
it's SummerSlam. Cue that music.
You gotta cue that music.
Cue that music.
I don't want mask come
one
off.
One thing I don't want to cue Jimmy's. I don't want to cue Jimmy's music.
Nah, Jimmy's music sucks.
Jimmy music is just Roman's music with a remix. That's literally Roman's.
I don't even remember Jimmy music.
It's literally Roman's intro, but with a remix. That's all it is. There's nothing changed around with it. It's just a remix of Roman's theme song. That's why I always was like, you know what? Okay, I get what they did there. He's still a part of Bloodline. They just remixed Roman's theme song, but still, he could have did.
I never knew that.
Yeah.
I just thought it was just some random
song.
Ass theme song. I don't like it.
Listen to the start of Jimmy's theme song, and then listen to the start of the Roman's theme song. It's literally the same exact song. Nothing changed. The piano play, and then they just threw a hip hop beat on top and carried on.
Okay, there you go.
It's
a hip hop beat on top.
That's all Def Rebel.
They threw a trap beat on it or a drill beat.
He's still with Roman. Let me get that. Boop.
Cut and paste. Cut and paste.
Cut and paste. They was like Roman. He uses the rest of this music like dang. But yeah, I have the Usos pop up, even out the score with the Tongans. So that sets up the Usos versus the Tongans. And then
for what? Clash of the Castle.
Huh? Brash Berlin.
There you go. You know what I meant. You know what I meant.
And then you have Jacob out there, then Roman comes out. No, Jacob doesn't even intervene in the match.
Nah, he has to, but in the most subtle way.
Jacob gets taken out by Kevin Owens and Randy Orton.
There you go.
Well, two people on one.
Yeah.
You got 2 people on one him. You got to have a 2-on-1 against him. Or
because then now I want to add them inside the goddamn the War Games match.
Hear me out. Or you go the route of the Tongans come out there, Randy Orton and KO come out, take them out. Jacob gets involved, and then the Usos come out. Because Jay's going to interact with them. That's why he's not winning the Money in the Bank. So Jay is definitely going to interact with Bloodline.
Right.
The question is, do you have Jimmy and Jay interact versus Jacob, or do you just have Jay versus Jacob? Because in that mindset, I'm looking at it like Jay cannot handle Jacob by himself.
That's why I don't want to see it. I want the seeds to be planted for. I don't want Jacob with Solo.
Yeah,
it's redundant to have them together in my eyes.
They're the same person.
They're the same person, but one is
is
gonna fucking outshine the other one. Number one.
One is the 2.0 version of the other one.
Right. One has actually a story where he wants to take over, and you understand why he wants to take over. And then you have the other one where it's just like, I'm just here because he wants me here. But I'm not them. I'm them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, my daddy and their daddies are fucking twins. I'm them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? These guys are Tongan. Like, Haku's like my blood uncle, but by pricking yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like, it just don't fit. Sorry for that, but you know what I mean. It's more this is Solo's clan,
right?
So let's plant seeds for. We don't even have to plant the seeds. Let it be a total shocker to everybody when
Can I ask a question?
Goes with Roman.
When it comes to the storyline,
let's go.
When are the females going to get involved in this?
I only know one.
Who?
I only know Naomi. Like, what other female?
Nia Jax.
Well, I guess since The Rock is involved, I guess you got a point.
When are we going to get them involved?
Who cares?
Tamina. And nobody want to see Tamina. Tamina's
nobody want to see Tamina.
No, but what they like to say? No one meaner than Tamina.
Tamina's not a part of them. She's Fijian. That is not Tongan nor Samoan. I don't know why they keep trying to link Jimmy Snuka to them. Like, it's not the same. It's not the same.
Island boys.
Huh?
Island boys.
Yeah, they can be island boys, but they ain't the same.
They're island boys.
Them islands are far apart from each other.
Island boys.
Tonga and Samoa are like this.
Hey.
Fiji?
Listen here. Listen here. Y'all be trying to... Listen here. Me, I'm from Georgia. And people from South Carolina. 2 different states. But they try to connect us because we all Geechee.
You know why? Because you might have an uncle that drove out to South Carolina and made a family out there, and now you have family out there.
No, we Geechee.
So it makes sense.
Because we're Geechee.
I don't know.
We're Gullah Geechee.
I don't know what that means. So
that's just that's basically like
slang for something.
No, oh my God, no. It's basically just like the Tongans. Like I don't. Is that a race?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's kind of like a race for black people. Gullah Geechee is like a race of black people.
Oh, is it? Okay,
yeah.
Damn.
So basically,
I feel stupid because I don't
so
know
majority of black people from down south, Georgia, South Carolina, like the southern states like that, are Gullah Geechee.
Like Ghanaian or Nigerian type of shit. Like
it's kind of like that.
Okay.
So that's why I'm like, is
it Indian or like more native? Geechee sounds more native than African.
Are you saying it's like African, or are you saying like is it kind of like them?
Yeah, is it kind of like them?
No, it's more native. It's more native.
Yeah, that's something. That sounds more native.
It's more native.
Okay, yeah,
native It's native African people. More,
okay,
more so.
Yeah, that sounds native.
So it's like that's just it's one of those things where we're just like we know we're not cousins, but we can be. That's how I see Tamina. She can be, but we know she's not cousin.
Yeah, if Snuka had fucked with one of the Fatus or the I can never pronounce their name.
Anoa'i?
Yeah, Anoa'i.
Yeah.
Well, the Anoa'i clans, girls or something like that, and made a baby, and then now that
I only say that because
no other way.
Tamina debuted with Udu shows and stuff like that, and she always provides the.
She always calls them cousin and provides the seamstress stuff.
Yeah, the lays. She provides those. That's okay.
She's Fijian.
Yeah, she can be Fiji water if she wants to be.
Anyways.
Yeah, that story has I remember a time
we thought it was died.
We thought it was dead. And I forgot that when it comes to, and I'm gonna be honest, when it comes to Triple H, no story really dies. It just lingers.
Waiting for a part 2.
Yeah.
It's waiting for a sequel somewhere
So
down the
it's
line.
kind of, what did he say? He said, wrestling isn't sports entertainment. No, he didn't say. No, he said wrestling isn't a movie. He says, he had a statement, but I can't remember. He said something like, wrestling is a movie about sports. It's not sports about a movie, but it's a movie about sports. And I was like, yeah, that's basically pro wrestling for you. No, that's WWE for you.
Yeah,
it's a sports movie basically, a movie about sports. So when you watch like Iron Claw, or when you watch any movie that's been about sports, Remember the Titans, all these other great sports movies. That's basically what WWE is. It's telling you a story, and you're still seeing action the whole entire time. Just know that this action involves real people, and they're not just some like. There's no stunt doubles. That's the thing.
You don't need to be. It's combat sports.
Yeah.
It's to me. It's still a sport that has rivalries.
Yeah.
Like you have conference rivalries in basketball. You have division rivalries in baseball and football.
With the predetermined.
You know what I mean?
With a predetermined result.
Who cares?
Who cares?
The NBA is fucking predetermined now. If you ask
basically.
me, the NFL is predetermined now. If you ask me, they didn't all took the WWE route.
Storylines. It's all about storylines.
At the beginning of the season, there's a storyline for every single season.
There's always
for every sport. And then what happens? Rivalries develop during the season.
You know who don't got storyline?
Who?
AEW. That's who don't got a storyline. And if they do got a storyline,
I thought you was about to say like the NHL or something. Like so when you said AEW,
no. NHL got storylines.
Just
no one cares.
That was a fucking good one.
Actually, if you want to compare, WWE to anything, it's like the MLB. Because the MLB have a long ass fucking season, but there's stories going on the whole time.
I think it's more like NBA now.
No, why you say that?
Because things are just like how referees predetermine games. You know what I mean?
That's baseball too.
But you know why they predetermine it? Because from up top, they're told some shit sometimes. Because it used to be these guys were betting. Now it's not too much of the betting. This is coming from the higher ups now. You know what I mean? They got to control the narrative. You feel me? Like that's what it's all about. So, and then throughout the year, what you have? Storylines. Who's going to get traded? Then you have the rivalries because now they want to create in-season tournaments. So you have rivalries now between these teams, division teams. You have Minnesota and OKC now becoming rival. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
Right.
So you get new rivalries that has to play out over the time if they see each other in the playoffs. And if not, with the playoffs is WrestleMania. You know what I mean? So, and then if they don't see each other at this Mania, then we got next year. Hopefully they'll have their match at Mania next year in the playoffs. Okay. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I look at it more that way.
I just see it as MLB because MLB has such a long season.
It's just a lot of fucking games, but they play every day.
Yeah, I know. But their season is what?
Same, 6 months.
That's so long still.
Every season is 6 months.
They play a lot of games.
They just play 39 games, I think?
No, you're true.
But they play every day.
You
know
right.
what I mean? So, really, technically that does make it a long season because the NBA, they don't play a game every day. NFL play every week.
To me, it feels like we literally have wrestling every single week. All the time.
At least 3 times a week.
At least 3 times a week.
Especially from WWE.
And especially if they got a pay-per-view.
AEW.
And if they got a pay-per-view.
All week.
Yeah. So basically, it's like we constantly have wrestling all the time.
Can I say this right quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Hulu and WWE, if you ever get this, you need to catch up. I be wanting to watch the fucking the Raw and the SmackDown literally the night after. It no longer be up. I want to see this shit if I don't get to see it the night before. So you're killing your own Nielsen ratings by not doing this. Please, somebody fix this shit so I can be able to watch it. Go ahead, continue.
Can't you just wait? You know what?
Wait to when? The 3 months later that it takes for them to post the episode from July 1st? Like
no. I was going to say when Raw goes to Netflix. I can't wait.
Yeah, now I can't wait because now it should always be up.
Oh, my God. I can't wait for Raw to be on Netflix.
Shit.
And I can't. The only reason I can't wait for Raw to be on Netflix.
So it can be uncensored?
For that and for SmackDown to be on USA.
And get rid of the censoring.
So, oh, God, man. Like, why go to these rowdy crowds? Why do you want crowds to be rowdy if you're going to censor them the whole time?
Can I say this one thing, though?
What's up?
SmackDown looks so much better on Fox, though. The way that they present it compared to the way that Raw's presented on USA, complete different.
Raw is a how can I put this?
I don't know. SmackDown seems like a big deal compared to Raw. Just looks like a weekly TV show.
I guess.
It reminds me of the time where.
Why would you say it looks like a big deal?
What, SmackDown?
Yeah.
So look at the aesthetics. Like, just look at the way how can I say this? So, like, Raw to me looks a little fuzzy when I watch. It's like that's the best way to do it. So if you had an old TV growing up, where everything wasn't fuzzy because shit didn't become HD till 2008. So if you had a TV that was fuzzy and you get one station that like plays hella clear, and then you get one station that just plays a little fuzzy, Raw is the fuzzy station to me. SmackDown is like the ultra clear shit, and then HD just kicked in. You're like, oh my god, what the fuck is this shit?
To me,
and then you go to standard definition on Raw. That's how it seems to me. It just seems like SmackDown is a bigger deal visually on Raw than it is.
To me, on Raw. SmackDown is like when you're going to the club. You pregame before you go to the club. Like you're turning up. Raw is that morning after you go to the club. That's how I see Raw.
So Raw should be a Saturday morning show?
Because it's like, no, it's just the fact that
it's superstars now.
SmackDown seems like a big deal.
Like the main fucking show. Like
because it's like their show. So, okay, prime example.
Hold on, before you say that. SmackDown looks like Saturday night's main event when Raw looks like Superstars in Wrestling Challenge. It looks like a fucking bigger deal compared to this shit. This looks syndicated while this looks like it's live and it's going on now and it's on a prime time.
But that's
station.
the thing. I don't want to say it. I don't. That's why I'm trying to think of the best way to say it. SmackDown looks that way because you think about they have their pay-per-views on Saturdays, and usually their pay-per-views on that Saturday is in that same building that SmackDown is in. So it's like they're not going to set up a different show.
No.
They're not going to do two separate sets. So they're going to give you, because they already know the tickets are sold out on that Saturday.
But I'm saying visually, so like how it looks on the TV, not the way they have the aesthetics set up, just the way that Fox presents it compared to the way that USA presents it.
Okay.
It looks like it's a completely different feel.
I feel like Raw tried to match that, and it just didn't work.
Because the USA ain't got it. Like it's just like if you watch Law and Order on NBC when it comes on live as the new episode, and then you watch it on USA when it's like a fucking rerun, it don't look the same.
Okay.
It's a different aesthetic.
Okay.
One looks like it's a little more 3D, and the other one looks like it's just...
To me, I feel like
there.
SmackDown presents the show as of, hey, this is SmackDown. This is what you're about to get for 2 hours. Boom. Raw gives me all right, here, settle in for 3 hours. Get ready. That's how it feels when I watch Raw. Because I'm like, man, this is about to be 3 hours. Here we go. Let's watch. And now SmackDown, I'm like, boom, time flies by. I felt like, because I was watching SmackDown on the way here. I swear to you, it felt like SmackDown was on and off within...
Well, it does.
Well, it wasn't off, but like...
It breezes through. The show by the time the main event come on, you be like, we already here? And it'd be like 9:40. You be like, well, wow, okay.
You be like, damn. Like with Raw, there's always like, the show is flying, and then there's just a random like moment where we're just like, yo, this show
9:45.
I'm like, yo, this show is still on.
At 9:45, you'd be like, fuck, and it's still like a whole nother hour or something to go.
And I'm like, yo, is more? Okay. And I'm preparing. I'm preparing myself, but I'm like, okay. Mentally, I'm preparing myself, but I'm like, yo, this, okay.
I just want you to see this, and I just want to see if you see it. Damn, it ain't even on the TV.
Oh.
I just want to see if you see it. But
I get what you're saying. But I know I made a joke about him earlier, but they have a pay-per-view coming up. What's your thoughts on AEW's Forbidden Door?
That should have been my question to you. My thought is, do we fucking care?
Oh. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't care because... the concept of AEW Forbidden Door, the pay-per-view, has been, to me, it has turned into shits. And it's not because it's a crossover pay-per-view and there's no stories going into it. I don't care about that. That's like that's just a normal that they don't have stories. But to me, it's like it's never a crossover of people that we haven't already seen. It's literally the same people every single time. It ain't never no one new. It's always the same people.
Who the fuck knew in New Japan though?
That's the thing. So it's like it's like if we did
D.H. Smith.
That's like if WWE did Raw versus SmackDown as Survivor Series, and every single year the teams always got to have Randy Orton. It got to have this it got to have Seth Rollins. It got to have Sheamus. Got to have Drew. It's like damn. is there ever any new people on the shows? Like, it's the same rotation of the peoples. Like, with Forbidden Door, you're supposed to have new people.
But no.
That's the trick of it, of Forbidden Door.
On the lower card, yeah, just so you could display New Japan's talent. But if you were like to switch it up to the Raw and SmackDown, no, these are your fucking main event guys. If we're having a Survivor Series, these guys need to be on the fucking show. It's Survivor Series. You need like 50 guys at least.
I need them on the show, but I don't need to have Randy Orton on the Team SmackDown every single year.
Nah. He could be in a different match.
He could be in a different match.
Yeah.
There's no problem with him being on the show. Just have him in a different match.
Okay, I agree with that.
But with them, it seems like to me, they have, so I looked at the card. It's like Will Ospreay versus Swerve. AEW versus AEW. Okay. Okada and the Young Bucks taking on Acclaim and I can never say his name right. The Ace. Like New Japan's Ace. I can't. Tanahashi. Bad Knees Tanahashi. That's how I say it.
You call him bad. The old Tanahashi.
Like now.
Look at that.
At this point,
Don't just look super clear and just like.
Yeah.
It don't look like Raw. Raw looks cleaner. It looks cleaner.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. Well, I feel like, I don't know. I get what you're saying though. But I'm like, man, that Forbidden Door, I'm not moved by it. Because I'm like, we done seen Tanahashi so many times, and now he's like 30 years old.
Tanahashi is broken down.
And plus, they literally pop up on AEW TV shows anyway.
Right. Where's Naito? That's the only one from New Japan that I even give a fuck about.
This one, right?
Yeah.
Destino? He's facing John Moxley.
He's the only one, and he gonna go against Moxley.
For the IWGP Championship.
Fuck, oh God. He's the only one I give a fuck about. Actually, I like Naito.
The only match that I'm actually, if I look at the card, like in the remembrance, the only match I'm actually excited for is the TNT ladder match. It's Jack Perry, ELP, I'm a huge fan of ELP. Who else is up in there? Dang, I forgot that dude's name. He's with Don Callis right now. Takeshita.
Takeshita?
Yeah, Takeshita. Who else is up in there? I think Mark Briscoe's in there.
I don't care about none of them but Mark Briscoe.
Jack Perry.
You said Jack Perry twice.
Oh, I did?
And he's the one
Leo
I really
Rush.
Don't give a fuck
Leo
about.
Rush is in there.
Oh, Leo Rush is back.
What old boy Dante Martin is in that match.
I never know which one is which.
The one that people
the light skinned one? Oh.
Yeah.
The one people care about.
And then I think maybe Orange Cassidy is up in there. But that match, I'm like, okay, I'm okay to watch that. But the rest of these matches, I do not care. Forbidden Door, it doesn't matter to me anymore, especially when the fact that literally all those people be on their TV all the time. It's not forbidden if they've already been there multiple times.
It's not even a Forbidden Door no more when you keep doing it with the same company.
Yeah.
Just say that Clash of Both Worlds or something like that.
Yeah.
It's no longer a Forbidden Door when it's been open 4 years ago.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So, I don't give a fuck about it. At first I did. I was like, I haven't watched the AEW pay-per-view in a long time. So, I thought about it. But I was like, the only match I care about is Swerve and Ospreay. But I probably got to watch 3.5 hours just to get to that match.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah.
I'm not really moved by that match. Because then, to be honest with you, I'm like, oh, it's cool. But I'm like, to me, I'm like, I want to be excited for that match. But I'm like, yo, didn't Will Lilly on the last pay-per-view just won a title? Why is he not defending his title? I'm like, defend your title.
Or title for title. Put your fucking belt on the line.
No. Defend your title against somebody else. Defend your title against David Finlay. Defend your title against somebody of New Japan that you haven't faced already.
Chase Owens.
Because on top of that, you literally just left New Japan. So that's one thing. So I'm like, bro.
Where's Juice Robinson?
He's just linking around with the Bang Bang Gang. That's all he's doing. So just that was a beautiful moment.
But why she flip all the way around like that? What was Candice LeRae doing?
Selling.
Was she, or did she just really just flop like that?
No, that was a great sell. I'll take it.
She like,
But I'm just saying, bro. the Forbidden Door term should now only go to NXT and TNA right now.
Yeah.
Because literally, it's people that you've never seen on NXT
ever.
Even you know what? I'm not even gonna say see on NXT. People that you didn't even think would be on NXT.
Kazarian.
Like literally,
Frankie Kazarian. Dog.
They
Frankie.
just saw Charlie Dempsey popped up at TNA.
I don't know who that is, but
that's William Regal's son. He just popped up in TNA.
Finally?
Huh?
Finally?
What do you mean finally? He's been in,
popped in TNA.
He popped up in TNA. He's been on WWE TV for the longest, but he's just under the name Charlie Dempsey. And he looks like William.
He looks like William.
He looks like William. He fights like William. So I mean, that's the only thing. But it's just and they're giving him a story. And you can see he got that comedic kind of side to him, like William Regal did. So you can see it. It's
chop.
Like you can see he could be serious as hell. Like he could beat your ass, but he might make you laugh a little bit. Oh. So yeah, I right now I don't care about AEW Forbidden Door.
Me at all.
Everybody that's on that pay-per-view has literally been on AEW's TV already.
Only care about
maybe
this show.
Except Nato. Nato.
Who? Oh, Naito.
Naito.
No, because he's facing John Moxley, so I don't give a shit.
No, I'm saying he might be the only one who hasn't been on AEW TV.
No, he has.
Has he?
Yep. But he don't come that often. He only does it around Forbidden Door time. He don't come.
And it ain't even Forbidden Door because literally John Moxley is holding their title. So he's holding their title. So how forbidden is this door?
It's not. God, you've had this pay-per-view 3 years straight. Or is it 4?
Give it a different
This
name.
is AEW's 5th year, right? So, yeah, 4.
Give it a different name. And not only that, not only do you have Forbidden Door in New Japan.
Is this a Steiner Brothers?
You literally do the same. You basically do Forbidden Door at Wrestle Dream. Yo, it's literally you literally do the same pay-per-view twice, so nothing changes, bro. All right, you know what? We gonna get up out of here before we get even mad.
What was the last thing?
Ain't nothing else there.
Nothing? Okay. Ain't no more meat on the bone, Paul.
No meat is left on the bone.
This is ridiculous. So that means we will not be watching Forbidden Door.
But you know what I will be watching? NXT Heat Wave.
I was going to say Stand and Deliver.
Heat Wave, man. I'll be watching that. That fatal four-way between Trick Willie, Jadavion Evans, Ethan Page, and Sean Spears. I want to see where that goes, how they play into that, because Trick Williams and Javon haven't
interacted,
have hit each other or anything. So
they just had that little conversation.
Yeah, they're cool. They're like, oh yeah, you do your thing. Blah, blah, blah. Like, all right, let's see what you're gonna do in the ring. I'm ready. I want to see that. Obafemi, of course, him versus Wesley.
Wesley,
which I'm always excited to see.
So damn, Wesley wasn't even gone that long. He was only gone a couple 2 months.
What do you mean?
When he got hurt, remember he came on this little speech in the middle of the ring.
He got hurt.
What was that?
Around WrestleMania.
So he Seth Rollins that shit.
Had to be before.
Like barely before though.
Cause
I remember literally just watching that video probably
he hurt his because
he
hurt
4 months ago.
His back
3-4 months ago, and he came out with the crutches or whatever.
That is, I don't know.
That's why, because I heard he came back a couple weeks ago, and I was like, damn, they ain't already back. Like that's fast. Because he did a whole little crying thing in the ring,
he did.
So for you to do a whole little crying thing in the ring, you came back kind of quick.
Because now you say it, now I have to look it up because I'm like, bro, he was out, but
now he wasn't out that long. I know goddamn well it wasn't a year.
Yeah, it was April.
So it ain't even been 6 months.
It's like April.
Yeah, that's like he ain't even been out that long.
No. Yeah.
No. Yeah. No. No.
He was out.
He countrified that shit. No.
Because I'm trying to look. Because I want to say it was December. They said December. Said December.
That he went out?
Yeah. Might be a little bit. I might be wrong a little bit.
That's wrong.
December.
That's wrong.
He said he gave his update on.
That's fucking wrong. I seen that shit probably around 3-4 months ago. So that would make it around WrestleMania time. It may be a little earlier than that. And I was like, damn, all right. Because it was almost somebody else had just did something like that. I think Rhea had just did her shit. Where she was in the middle of the ring crying. And that's what I had seen his shit too, like, probably like a week or so before. Like, damn, bro, like everybody crying and shit, giving up their belts.
Everybody just crying and
giving up their belts. Like, goddamn. You get it back if you one of them. If you them. I hate her.
Meeching?
I say this every week.
Yeah, it was December 5th. He was hurt.
All right. Now he was hurt, or did he did that speech?
He did the speech.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, okay. Bobby always hurt. Who cares? But yeah, Wesley versus Ova. That's gonna be a good match. I want to see. I'm trying to think if there's any Sol Ruka versus. I forgot her name. I just went blank on her name. She literally just won a North American Championship. Not Kiana James. The young black girl. I cannot think of her name.
Yeah, we'll move on. So
yeah.
It's too much space in there. Oh, Pretty Deadly's back. All right, so yeah, I think that's about it.
Man, I miss Pretty Deadly. They're pretty cool.
Well, they're pretty much back. So
yeah. All right then.
We're pretty much in the show right there. So
yeah.
This has been another episode of We're Wrestlemaniacs 2. So for your boy,
Playboy Troy,
I'm Izzy. Too Real. We're Wrestlemaniacs 2. We'll see you next week, and we'll have more to talk about. I promise you. Yes, sir.